Yeah.
And so basically, what is really important is that apartments use way less cubic meters of gas. They use about 1,300 cubic meters of gas instead of 1,900 cubic meters of gas for normal houses. And in Mariahoeve you have a lot of apartment buildings. So if you want to go all electric, which is the case for our group, you need to replace the whole grid because it needs to replace 320 terajoules of gas with electricity. So even when you heat it up with solar energy or wind energy, you need to keep it isolated and especially keep it away from high buildings, and don't use CV installations as Christian just told. Because the thing about CV installations is that it takes up a lot of space. It takes like a half of the ground, half the floor, which you can use for other purposes. Okay, so keep in mind the 320
Energy demand.
Okay. About the energy demand, there are three things that you got to keep in mind. The types of houses, so you have the detached houses, apartment buildings, semi-detached houses, row houses, all those kind of houses. Then you have like the energy gas usage per year, and then you have the amount of types of houses. So those things combined make for the total gas usage per year, or the annual gas usage. So normally, what everybody thinks, and which is true, is that like apartment buildings use way less cubic meters of gas. They use about 13,000 cubic meters of gas instead of 1,900 cubic meters of gas for normal corner houses or row houses. So the problem is with Marlow. I don't know if you know what the problem is with Marlow.
No, not really.
No, not really. So they're all detached houses, and they use about 5 times as much cubic meters of gas if you compare it with normal houses. And in Mariahoeve there are a lot of apartments, so you really got to make an adjustment for all those three types of houses.
Since I couldn't find any video material on my personal contribution to the roadmap, I'm going to briefly show you what my research was for the final roadmap. The only way to show you what I did is by videotaping myself, briefly describing what I made, and thereby also videotaping the text itself. So one of my contributions was finding out what the energy supply was for geothermal energy. As you can see right here, it's about 245 terajoules for geothermal energy. It's pretty, yeah. One of my the most important contribution of me in this project was actually finding out how much energy was consumed annually. We forgot to put this into the roadmap, which is pretty stupid, but it should be included and therefore could be considered a contribution to the roadmap. The fact that it says that it has been last edited at the 17th of September by me shows that I'm the one who made it. And we put this part, we made this for assignment 2, but just forgot to put it into the final roadmap. One of the other things I also did was look up what some of the risks are for solar power, and I also did this for geothermal energy.
Well, it wasn't really a business model because it was missing numbers. That was the thing I was also had a little complaint about, because it was on finance, but there weren't any numbers in it. So that was really weird for me.
Yeah.
Because you expect numbers and you expect to see how much you have to invest and what the savings at the end of the year are going to be, or at the end of 30 years, but that wasn't in there.
Yeah.
So I have the feeling that finance didn't do a lot, but policy and law and stakeholders really blended well and worked well together.
So do you have, as a finance role, because that's really hard, but do you have a prospect of these exploitations, investments?
Yes, would be very useful, I think. And what your plans are
Well, I think that when we have a team working session, when we all come to a team working session, we don't have anything prepared. Yeah, you can all do it on a team working session, but it would be better if you all did anything or something. So yeah, I don't know how much everybody wants to do before the team working session, but like it would be nice if you could show something, show some of your work that you've already done and get there. Like, I don't know how the thoughts are, if anyone are about that. How do you guys think about it?
Wednesday.
Like Wednesday?
Yeah. We discussed this yesterday, right?
Yeah, but we have the time now to talk.
Just feeling bad.
Hey,
Just
you
make a
don't have to
conversation.
repeat your discussions for
I'm sitting in the corner, so you will not be able to see me. However, it is me talking.
The fact that they already had like their plan with the canvas model, and they had another model, which is really good to see because you could really see what influenced what. So you could see what the different roles of the stakeholders were and how the different stakeholders were relying on each other. So I thought that was really beneficial, and I also thought that the engineering part was really well worked out.
Yeah, yeah,
And they already had a little bit of start for the roadmap.
yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel about it.
I thought that. Yes, I do, because you picked the picture with Bob.
With Pop.
Yes, with the picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
With,
surprise.
yes, yeah.
Easy on the
Did you pay the dick pic? No, that has to do with work. Right, yeah.
Because it was like a picture of a guy playing another guy, and my personal learning goal was to imagine what other people are thinking and try to put yourself in their position. That was the learning goal. But the dick pics fine as well, was pretty fun.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
You missed quite a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
My personal learning goal was trying to understand why people do the things they do, and putting myself in their place. I think I've improved on that. As an example, I'm going to use Constantine with his geothermal energy. At the beginning of the project, he already was very enthusiastic about geothermal energy. He had used it before, and it looked to me like he was very experienced with it. At the beginning, I didn't feel like it was a good idea, and that it was very experimental. But as the project grew on, and we got more into the project, I read more about geothermal energy, about the capabilities, about the capacity, about the compatibility, or where it could be implemented, and also the use of examples and examples of places where it has been used before. And the most ideal example even was in The Hague. So an example could really made me change my mind and think about geothermal energy as a really potential energy source, which at first didn't look like a potential energy source to me, but those were the things that helped me understand why Constantine thought geothermal energy was a good idea, and that's why I eventually thought it was a good idea, and we, as a group, put it into our final project and our final roadmap. So I guess it got implemented.
The only way I
pretty
could
well.
prove my personal learning goal is by going through the assignments and checking if any info was found on geothermal energy, and it wasn't. However, it is implemented into our final roadmap, and as you can see, here it is. I also did the work on the risks of the geothermal energy source, so that is proof that I am willing to work along with it and understanding why it is a good system.